laughter and remember fun times on the front porch. Rob and Dave always had the light on for fellowship and making memories. We will try and make you stay the best it can be. Yes, life is good. Sometimes life gets in the way. It's hard to smile on the front porch, but our friends remind us we are still here and care. Yes, life is good. Southern fried podcast sitting on the front porch on a Friday night with our friends. Life is good. Friday night is a front porch night and all is right. Yes, life is
And here we are, Dave in the AM, a.k.a. the Cornbread Man, with you on the Friday night on Front Porch Talkin' as we broadcast live from Studio A in Northwest Georgia, right beside the Southern Fried River, as it gently flows southward through parts unknown and eventually arrives at Rob's or near Rob's in extreme southwest Georgia, of which tonight he is resting comfortably in bed after having been to the doctor not feeling good, and then it empties into parts unknown in the state of Florida. We don't know where. One of these days we'll have to find out. As you can tell, my voice is not what it should be right now because I am under the demon spawn attack of ragweed and probably something else. It has been absolutely kicking my rear end pretty hard the last day. So tonight we have, I did take some medication. I never take medication. I took a little bit. We have the protection. Well, one, we've had Jesus, praise God, we're helping to make us feel better in a timely manner. Not, hopefully it's not a test. We have the all important, tissues. Yes, the all important. It's a must, right? It's a must. If you get the wrong kind, your nose will hate you, And then we have, yes, you can see it behind me over there. Yes, the SFP coffees, hot and flowing to burn out the spawn out of my throat so that maybe I can at least talk a little bit tonight. Sneezes will probably happen. Coughing, yes, absolutely. It'll be okay. There's a lot of people I know suffering the same thing. It is horrendous. It hits me twice a year, and it every time I feel like it's just I'm surrounded by it. I can't get away from it. So the voice is a little choppy, a little deeper, a little whatever. But we're on. We're here, and you pray for us. Pray for Rob. He can't be here. Hello, Miss Jen. Hope you're well. You're all over the place. I tell you, she definitely cruises. Thanks for coming in. I think you coming. Join the Clapper. Thank you. We went live in Clapper for the first time ever. And we're going to do that again, too. Hello, Dean Potts. Dean Potts, co-host in the Racing Hour in Sports. Hope you're doing well. Hello to Miss Kim Lovett. I know her. Absolutely. That's fam there. That's not only fam. That's blood kin. That's Jesus blood kin right there. That's good stuff. Dean, I hope you're having a good day. God bless you. And I hope your mom's well. Ken, the whole fam over there at Rossville Way. Hope everything is just kicking over there. Y'all keep Dean in your thoughts, and I don't want to make you feel bad, but hey, sometimes you just gotta say pray for somebody. They lost one of their pets. Miss Jen understands that. She's an animal lover, so we don't have to get all into the hows and wherefores and what happened. But she lost, they lost their animal. So we're praying for them. Absolutely. Sorry, Dean. I know it's tough, buddy. And yeah, you're going better. And now, having arrived, the one, the only, the legendary, the awesomeness, Miss Elizabeth. How are you tonight?
I'm good. I'm so sorry. I'm late.
Hey, every guy understands that little bit of extra primping you got to do.
I don't primp. I hardly ever wear any makeup. It has been a little crazy up here on the hill today. I'm just telling you.
Okay, I understand. Among the other things I mentioned, because the demon spawn of allergies has attacked me. I'm under satanic attack from the ragweed. My ears are a little stopped up. So it's not you. It sounds like you're coming from outside of a drum. I'm just trying to make sure I've got everything cranked up as loud as I can. But it'll be okay. We'll get through. Hope everybody had a great week. Ready for a weekend. Just kick it. Just grab it by the horns and wrestle it down and say, we're going to have a good weekend. I'm about fired up tonight. I really am. I am just sick and tired of people trying to justify that that they're trying to make like it's okay to celebrate a man who was killed, murdered.
Oh, I know.
It's everywhere. You can't get away from it. I try to avoid it. It's everywhere I turn. My God.
I have been going back and forth for the last day with my niece, one of my nieces, on a post. And I mean, it has been crazy. She's one that's a hard leftist, a hard leftist.
She took the hard left.
Oh, yes, a hard left.
That's right, Dean.
And she said it's been like, people are sick, Dean. They really are.
It's a penance, man. It's a penance. I had to do it. I had no. Well, here's the deal. This is how things work at the Southern Fried. Here's what happened. He says, "Why'd you let me start?" Well, first of all, the show must go on, right? I would never leave Miss Elizabeth alone. I wouldn't do it. So there was that thought.
All the little things connect to everything.
No, we still got to train her. So, I come home and I've just been struggling all day at work, like trying to keep my eyes open. Just, I come in, I'm just sitting there and I'm laid back. I just got home and I was thinking, I might just engineer tonight. I might just go to bed. I might just tell Rob, I'm out, dude. Doggone it, he beat me to it. He calls me and says, been a rough day. Shots in the back. I'm going to bed. It's like, man.
I know.
Timing is everything.
I know. He got 3 shots in his back, loving.
Wow.
And then he said, I've had shots in my back before, but these are the worst and the most painful ones I've ever got. He said, I don't know what they gave me.
Wow.
He said, and when he called me, I mean, it was pretty late in the afternoon, and he said that he had been there since like 11:30 that morning.
I hope they didn't mess up and get like the patient charts mixed up. I hope they didn't pump him full of some sort of transitioning medication or something. My gosh.
That would be awful.
It's like, oh, we made a mistake. We didn't tell nobody.
Yeah. That would be horrid.
No, y'all pray for Rob. It's been a rough week. We've had all kind of little just stuff going on, but that happens. But there's good stuff too. I do want to say I don't want to talk politics. We're going to talk about myths or facts tonight.
Yeah, let's talk about politics.
But I do want to mention off the front end, 58 senators would refuse to. They voted against this. Recognizing about Charlie Kirk. We'll remember you, 58. We know who you are. You're on record. I'm gonna tell him you said that.
Oh, that's great. Wait a minute. They voted against the October the 14th thing.
Yeah, 58.
Oh, no, I thought it was unanimous.
No, not among the leftists. Not among them.
Ugh.
Steve, you know what? All this is tonight. All this is I cracked on Steve really hard this morning. I did. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. He's up trying to share. Well, he was playing a little. He tried to get leverage on me. He really did. He tried to get leverage. It was a good shot, but the problem is he didn't have the microphone, so you can't get leverage on the guy who has the power over the chat and the microphone. So he was trying to tell me and all the listeners that he was a chef one time at a winery. I said, dude, you know that was a 4x8 between two 55-gallon drums, and you were serving Mad Dog 2020, man. Come on. And peanut. Pork rinds. I mean, come on. So
Steve was trying to tell everybody he was.
Yeah, he said he was a chef at a winery one time.
Steve.
By the way, I have a video. I'll have to get it up on the break. Do what?
I want to know when this was.
Hey, I got a video later. I got a video later. Funny you say that. I got a video. No, the reason I'm sick, which it had already started, the reason I'm sick is probably because of last night. Slippage of phrasing. Didn't mean to do that.
I heard that. Mm-hmm. The cornhole.
That didn't come out right. I have had, not always, when I don't feel well, my words don't. It's like my brain and my mouth are not together. One time years ago, it's got to be 25 years ago, I was at work. I didn't feel good. I was just powering through. And those guys were, oh man, they were ripping me. And every time I would try to respond, it wouldn't come out right. And it just went, I thought he just had to like, shut up. That's like, it was work. It was manufacturing work. So I can't even repeat half the things they were saying to me. So I was trying to dig my way out of, we're all friends, but it got ugly, and I was like, so my coworker, God rest his soul, Mike, he's a good fella, like he was younger than me. He tells me, he says, Dave, just come on, man, be quiet. It's not working. You're losing.
You're sticking that foot further in your mouth.
That's what he said, and I was.
That's hilarious.
Steve-O. Think I'm about right, yeah. Steve.
Oh.
Steve.
Dave, shame on you.
Wow. Don't forget, folks, our Southern Fried Coffees, of which I've got to make an order. I need to make that in the morning. I've just been real busy this week because I'm getting low. And, folks, get you some Southern Fried Coffees, and you'll like them. I promise you, you'll like them. If you don't, you send me the coffee, I'll send you money back. I promise you, it's good. It's good coffee. And
I need to go on there, because didn't y'all say they had tea?
They do have teas, and I need to highlight them. I need to go on there, and because they've added some teas as well.
Oh.
And yes, they do have the Earl Grey, which is very popular. And every time I think of Earl Grey, I think of Star Trek: The Next Generation, because Captain Picard always ordered the Earl Grey. So anyway, it's very popular, but that's not the only kind.
Are they loose leaf teas?
That I need to find out. I don't know. See, I'm not really into teas. So I will do some investigative research and find out. I'm not sure.
Loose leaf teas are better for you than in the little packages.
I think so, but I'll have to look. Steve, you take care, buddy.
Okay.
I think he's bailing. But I will make sure you see that video, because I do have a video for you. And no, Michael, it's not safe to come in around Steve.
No.
It's Friday night, dude. It's never safe on a Friday night to come in around Steve. Steve, one time I hadn't known Steve that long. Like he'd been on the show, we'd talked a few times, and I was at security, and I was tooling around podcast, and all of a sudden I go on this podcast, and there's Steve. Now it was audio, it wasn't a video, it was audio, and I just stayed in the shadows for a little bit. It was interesting discussion. Then finally I said something. He's like, "Hey, that's the guys from the Southern Fried." It's been a long time ago. And then he was probably thinking, "Oh crap, what did I say?"
Oh, that's funny.
I will say this: you never know who's watching, and this happens all the time. I have people tell me they'll say something in a show that we said, and it's all different times. It could be morning, afternoon, late night, weekend. It don't matter. And they'll say something about it, and they'll say, "You were there? You were watching?" I say, "Yeah, I don't like to comment. I just watch." And okay, I've met all kinds of people. People I know very well to people I just know a little bit, and they'll say, "Yeah," because I say something about the podcast, and they'll say, "Yeah, I know about your podcast. I watch." Like, okay.
That's spooky, isn't it?
A little bit. I wish they'd say hi, On that note, then we're going to move on. I've been working on a really good interview. Other people may not think it is. I mentioned it some time ago. I don't have the date and time yet, but it is confirmed they're coming on. This is one of those interviews where you had our request that you had to do a little bit of work, and I had to report about the podcast and different things. But it is Capital Ministries.
Okay.
These folks are all over the country, and they go in to the state capitals, and I've told y'all this, and they set up Bible studies, and they take the gospel to our government and representative senators and all that. And yes, there are Democrats who attend those. And what level on the main level, I don't know, but on the state levels as well. And they don't call anything out. Meaning, if they're going to talk, if they're going to teach, they're going to teach. They'll just teach the word, and so they don't stay with safe subjects. They just Bible study, and so their goal is to always, I think, get a Bible in their hands if they don't have a Bible, and to encourage them to come to the Bible study and to prayer requests and things like that. But I'm going to let them speak because I only know I've been following them a long time, but I haven't really I don't know the inner workings of what they do. But I've told them to come, and I've asked them to come. They've agreed, and they've gave me the name of the gentleman that's going to be coming on. I'm hoping to have this finalized by Monday. So I would look for this in the next 2 weeks. I don't want to wait. It's a great message, especially with what's going on right now with the fever pitch of anger and everything that's happening in every state across the United States and in the federal government. This is a great time, Elizabeth, to hear what they're seeing. Obviously not going to name names, but from their side to say this is what we're hearing, or this is how we're approaching this, especially with the Charlie Kirk. And I'm sure that I'm almost certain that would come up because it's in the public discourse right now in a very heavy way. So anyway, I was tickled to get that. I'm working on a couple of more. I'm probably gonna have to ring them back. I think Rob's got a couple he's working on, but we do work on interviews, and Dean, if he's still in here, he's working on a couple things too for the racing show. So he's got some homework he's got to do. I put him to work.
I like you.
If you're gonna be a co-host, you got to work.
I know. I'm still looking into the Avon thing, the Skin So Soft for the hikers.
Okay.
And I feel like there's a couple other things I said I'd work on, but my memory don't work so well sometimes.
Oh, I know. I do the same thing. And I'll throw out there, this is rolling back the curtain, and it's this is just looking into the tinker shop. It's not like tinkering in Steve's shop. Tinkering on what was that, Tuesday night, whatever it was. But it's the design stage of whatever.
Mhm.
But I feel very good about it. I'm excited about it, and inspired by dog tags. Uh, last 7 months,
Yes.
uh, I thought I don't want this to end. So I came up with an idea. Actually, I've reached out to him and waiting for him to get back to me. And I'm saying openly on here, he could even be watching. I'm hoping he will. Everybody's going to give me their home remedies. So thank you. Uh, I'm hoping to be a part of it. But this is my idea. Y'all tell me if it's stupid or whatever. I'm a big boy. I can take it. So I want to get people that are at various stages up the trail all along, but they will end up being at different stages because I'm going to engage them at different stages. So here's my idea. So I thought, how do I get in touch with some of these people? I mean, once you're off the trail, unless you're following people that's on the trail, you don't know who's on that trail.
Correct.
So me and you, Miss Elizabeth, we don't live that far. Well, even Jen, we don't live that far from where they step off in Georgia, where they get their number and everything. So I thought every few weeks, drive over on a Sunday or something when the weather's nice, and see who we meet that's starting the journey up the trail, give them
Mhm.
the information, and ask them if they will be a part of a show that will be or they could call it any show, but I want to have a show that actually highlights all the way up the trail. And wouldn't it
Yeah.
be cool? This is my idea. It may be stupid, but wouldn't it be cool to have like somebody that's like a weekend, 3 days in, somebody that's like in North Carolina, Virginia, all the way up the trail, and then somebody who's at the summit. Every time that you go, there would be those people. So that's my idea. I'm going to work on that. So
And maybe if we could do like a QR code,
yes,
or have some, but maybe if we could give them a QR code to pass out, say,
yeah,
hey, would you just take a couple of QR codes to give to
yeah,
people along the trail?
something that will
That.
hold up in weather, uh, and
Mhm.
maybe we get like we say something to give them that's very light as a gift.
Mhm.
Here, take this up the trail. You're going to need this eventually. They may or may not want it. They may take it. So anyway, I think it'll be a cool thing. I'm looking forward to that. So anyway,
So I want to say, hey, Michael, how are you tonight? I'm good. Dave's suffering from allergies, as you can tell. But we've had a good week. I hope you have too. He snuck in on us, and you know, um, so he asked how everybody was doing. So
awesome,
Rob,
awesome.
Rob's not doing too well. He had to bow out tonight. He's had to get 3 shots in his back. So that's kind of a recap for us.
All right. And Jen's cousin lives in Dawsonville. Yeah, I was trying to read the chats. It was how is the farm tonight? How is it doing?
It's good. Just be. I have. It's so funny. I have some little flocks that of the chickens that come over to my house throughout the day. Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
And sorry, I had to get me a drink of water. I have a couple of little flocks, with their little roosters that come over to my in the mornings when they get
Yeah,
let out. And so I throw a little scratch feed out to them, and they're hilarious. I have my porch, and under the porch is just dirt, and they get in there under that porch, and they just waller in that dirt, like not like pigs do, but they'll use their wings and they'll scratch up that dirt, and then they'll use their wings to throw that dirt up on them.
Yeah.
I have holes under the porch, and you can tell where they've got in and just scraped and scraped and scraped that dirt loose. I'm gonna have to bring in more dirt to put under my porch.
Uh-oh.
They have dug it out so much, but they think every time they see me walk out on that porch, they come running because they know I've got scratch feed for them, and it's just so funny to watch them. And I have one that stayed out one night this week, didn't come back to the barn to get in the coop. She slept up on the porch. And I was like, "Girl, what are you doing out here? You got to go back to the barn. You got to go back to the coop." And then one of the roosters stayed out because she didn't come back.
Dean, what are you trying to give me?
Rock and rye. What is that, Dean?
That sounds like something you get at the redneck bar.
Really?
I mean, come on, man.
I've never heard of that.
I hadn't either. It sounds like something that will hit you so hard you won't feel bad anymore because you're hurting so bad from the rock and rye.
Yeah.
So the allergies are gone. And by the way, it's not allergies, Elizabeth. It's demon spawn. Demon spawn.
Oh, demon spawn. Well,
Yeah.
I tell you, get you
allergies is too nice a word for it.
Yes, I hate this time of the year because of the ragweed.
All right, it's the bottom of the hour. The show is myth or fact. The
Okay.
idea is not that we're all going to agree, but we'll look at what experts have said and what people believe. Do they think it is a myth or a fact?
Okay.
We're not here to debate you. You can believe whatever you want. And I guarantee you there's going to be people that will be divided on some of these.
Okay.
Maybe not a lot, but some of them. Number one myth or fact is here's the myth. Cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. Myth or fact?
I think that's a myth.
I heard that my whole life. Don't crack your knuckles. You're doing damage. You're going to have arthritis. I heard that a lot. People that don't do it, they like to get on the people that do it. My God, Dean, Brandy. Why
not just fix you a hot toddy? You're gonna go to that trouble. Fix you a hot toddy. I'm the heavens.
I think I'd throw up if I drank that, Dean.
Really?
Michael says myth. Elizabeth says myth. Dean, fact. Jen, fact. I told you it would be divided.
Mm-hmm.
According to experts, there is no evidence that links knuckle cracking to arthritis. The sound comes from gas bubbles collapsing in the synovial fluid. So you feel free to believe how you want, but that's what the experts say. That is not that's a myth. It's not. It does not cause arthritis. I heard this a lot. I heard it in school too. You might have said it, Miss Elizabeth. Number two, we only use 10% of our brain. Myth or fact?
Fact.
Oh, coming way out, right down the line. Fact. Anybody else want to take a gander? Do we only use 10% of our brain? Dean, true. Michael, fact. Survey. Oh, I didn't see Jen. Jen, you still out there? I think she was on the other one there. Yeah, that was the other one. She might be over there watching Steve.
She's doing double duty.
And Dean Potts goes double fact. Okay, survey says fact. Jen says fact.
Mm-hmm.
It is considered a myth. Brain scans show we use most of our brain with different areas active for various tasks. Myth. Well, that's
Really?
true, Michael. That's true. I've heard that my whole life. That if we use more of our brains, we would know too much, and it would mess us up or something. I don't know. But
Stupid don't use that much. Truth's the truth. Michael hit the nail on the head there.
so, there's a lot of dummies out there. The creator gave them a lot of brain power. They have chosen to use very little bits. They're saving it for some reason. So when you ask them something logical, right over the head.
Yeah.
I heard I was a guy, and this is just not reading, but it's still not using the brain. I turned in a IT ticket at work. Well, they'd ask you questions, and I know I've turned in enough of them. I know what they're looking for. I gave them all the pertinent facts. Immediately got an email back from the first guy. I need to know where that's at exactly in your plant, and I need to know the service tag numbers. It was in the request. So I just put it back in there, blah, blah, blah. So he's, long story short, going to have to escalate it. Goes to the next guy. He's emailed me. Well, first of all, I'm going to know where it's at and the service tags for the computer. This time I wasn't retyping. I just said it's in the chat. It's in the request. It's there. It was there from the beginning. It's always going to be there. Yes, Spock did always say that it's logical. So you could look at that two different ways. A lot of people probably use a lot less than 10% of their brain. But it is a myth, they say, whoever they are, that you only use 10% of your brain.
I don't trust they.
Number 3 is going to get, I predict number 3 will be universal, and we'll all agree on it. Universal. I believe it. Number 3 is sugar causes hyperactivity in kids.
True.
Myth or fact?
Fact.
Elizabeth says fact, true. A true fact. We'll see what everybody else says. We'll give them time. You on Instagram, feel free to pop in. Jen, fact. Michael, fact. Dean's trying to be logical. Oh, he goes true. He goes true.
True fact.
So, and by the way, you can disagree with the experts. It's okay. Studies show, by the way, I believe it's a fact as well. Studies show no consistent link between sugar and hyperactivity. Behavior is often context driven. But I know for a fact I gave my grandchildren candy and they went nuts.
Listen, these experts are in classrooms. The idiot.
I bet if we gave Dean some sugar, I bet he'd be wide open. Wow. Does anybody here put sugar in their coffee? I've never understood. Why do they do that? Is that just for flavoring? Or do they really want the kick of the sugar and the caffeine? I've always wondered about that. Why
I don't
do they
drink
do that?
So, but now when I drink tea, I put honey.
Jen says yes. You put honey. I'm going to tell you funny. Well, it's a sweet and low. I have on occasion.
Sweet and low causes cancer, Dean.
Here's a funny. And my wife does not know this, so if she's watching. My wife has, had some health problems, and normally she just get in the car and run up. She likes her coffee, her morning coffee. She is an addict for Circle K coffee, an addict. She does make it at home. She'll even use instant, but she loves their coffee. So anyway, she said, "Will you get me some coffee?" Sure. It's like a Saturday morning. So I go up, and you ever know how when you're trying to get a soda or a coffee or whatever, and there's some bozo who's using less than 10% of his brain power, keeps buzzing around you, getting in your way. Like if you'll just wait 30 daggone seconds, I'll be out of your way. But he keeps buzzing around, standing right here in my personal space. It really takes a lot. This is where that fight comes out on the fight or flight. It's all I can do not to say, will you back up? So anyway, I get the coffee made. The machine makes it. I can't move. What are you gonna do? Move my cup? So he's buzzing around. I'm watching this thing. So finally, as soon as it's done, I move over to the preparation stand. All the stuff. So my wife had said, put a little creamer in there. Now she got to where she wasn't doing that. So this guy told me, be careful. Some of the creamer I found an ant in one of them. I think they left it open to close it. So they found an ant. So I'm listening to him. This guy, we're just talking. He's standing out of the way. We're just, So I load her up, stir her up, go home. Wife never says a word. Next day or a few days later, I go back up. I do it again. And when I got over to the stand, I looked. I didn't put creamer in there. I put sugar. I thought the color I just looked at the color. And I thought that color was always creamer. And I loaded her up. I gave my wife a sugar hit. She never said a word. Wow. Thank God nothing happened.
Dean, tea is not nasty. You've just never had good tea. Loose leaf tea, if it fits correctly, it's fantastic. Trust me.
Is tea something Americans do as they age, or is that something they just do from the beginning? Like they're always tea people?
I've just always been a tea person. I've never, because I've never been a coffee drinker, and I've just always preferred tea, like hot tea, but I prefer loose leaf tea.
Barry's throwing out a fact in the he's throwing out a fact in the middle of the show here that I don't have, so I'm going to mention it. He says it's a fact that if a dog licks a wound, it will heal faster.
Oh, okay.
I have no clue.
I don't either.
I don't either.
That's not true, Barry.
Bless his heart. Barry does speech to text. And sometimes it doesn't like Barry's accent. So if you look, I don't know if you can see the studio chat for Rumble, Miss Elizabeth.
No,
but
I can't.
He says, for me, you need hot D and honey. Hot D is cinnamon schnapps. So I like not the thing that holds back the water. So Dean says false. So anyway, fact number. Oh, anyway, we said that we don't believe that. They say it's a myth. Number 4, the Great Wall of China is visible from space.
Fact.
Anybody else? The Great Wall of China is visible from space.
Did you see this? What Michael said?
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard about it.
I hadn't either.
It's a crazy world, man. It's crazy people. Here's what's, by the way, let me just shift gears here real quick. Here's what's fixing to happen. And it's going to sound like a really good thing. And in one way it is, but in another way, it could turn into a bad thing. They're going to authorize themselves a lot of our taxpayers' money to be more security around all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so these people are going to be going around looking like, it's going to look like the drug task forces around them. Black suits, weapons out. It's fixing to be a change in America.
Oh
It's
yeah.
really going to change. It's changing right now, and I'm just
Dean,
not sure on that. So,
Dean says it's not on CNN. But yeah, yes, you can see the Great Wall of China from space.
anybody else believe that? Barry says fact. I don't know. It was up there. I don't know if it was. Yeah. Okay.
Michael says that. So does Dean.
All right. This is kind of a tricky question. It's all according to how you phrase that. It is a fact if you use something besides the naked eye. It's a myth if you use the naked eye. They say you can't see it with the naked eye, but you can see it from space. But you've got to you got to have help. I don't know. I've never been to space, so I don't know. I've always heard that, though. I've always heard that. You can see the Great Wall of China. I don't know.
So it could be true or false.
It could be. It could be. They say it's not visible to the naked eye from low Earth orbit. Astronauts confirm this. I might look this one up. I might do a little research on this
one. Okay.
Because I've heard that my whole life. Number 5, bats are blind. Myth or fact?
I think certain bats are. I don't know if all bats are. So I think that's another. I think that's another one that could be myth and fact.
Dean says fact. I'm rolling with Elizabeth on this. I believe it could go either way. There are some bats who have very poor vision, probably to the point of technically being blind. But some bats, or many bats, have good vision. So, but let me ask you this. If you walked into a cave, which I would never do, but you walked into a cave, and 10,000 bats just come flying at you, are you fight or fly or freeze?
I'm ducking and falling on the floor.
I can't stand to look on.
Because their main purpose is getting out. And I don't want any stuck to me nowhere. On my back, in my hand, I don't want it. I'm dropping to the floor.
What if they dive bomb on top of it?
Duck and cover.
Has anyone here, they do this is a real thing. They get volunteers to go over and count the bats that are coming out of the caves over in Alabama. One of the caves over there. The one that has all the bats in it. And they lay in the back of a pickup truck or whatever, and they just count bats for so many hours.
It depends on how much I get paid.
I think it's volunteer.
Oh, then no.
I could be wrong. I think it's volunteer, though.
No.
So.
If I got paid $100 per bat, yeah, I'd do it.
That's right, Dean. Marty Fife would say that if bat got in your hair, you'll go crazy. He would say that. He might say, though, they like lay an egg in your hair. Maybe that's what they would say then. Michael says he's been through that. At Carl's Bad Covers. Just stand there. There's no way I'm just standing there.
Mm-mm. Duck and cover, baby. Duck and cover.
Incoming, I'm going down.
Yep. Right there with you, hon. Right there with you.
All right, I have never heard this in my life. Goldfish have a 3-second memory. Has he never heard that?
Oh, I've never heard that either. I got one for you.
All right.
A goldfish supposedly can be frozen and unthawed and still live.
Like a cockroach?
Apparently.
So you're saying that's a fact?
I didn't say that.
Ah.
I said supposedly.
That sounds like something Steve would say
Yes. Did you
in one
know?
of in one of his very uncouth moments.
Did you know that bat certain bat poop was used to be um used to make mascara?
I've
One of
never
them.
heard that.
Mhm.
So if you come up to a lady and you said, "Wow, you look like a bunch of rat poop right now,"
Bat poop. Bat.
or
BAT.
bat, sorry,
Mhm.
is that gonna be okay?
Probably not. Mm-mm.
I'm trying to help Dean out. Dean needs a girlfriend, so I'm trying to give him some help. Some things to say, or not say. So,
How old is Dean?
well, I don't know exactly. He's never brought me into the confidence of how old he is, but I think that he's slightly younger than me. He's not as old as me. I'll say that. How many years that is, I do not know.
Dude.
Oh, he says 54.
See?
Have you noticed how many people in this podcast are single?
I know.
Like
See?
almost everybody connected to it is single. I'm like the only married guy or married person.
Well, Rob has a girlfriend.
That's not married. I said married.
True.
I'm going to hold the line on that one.
True.
So, massive changes could be coming to the podcast in of the
I
future.
know. I
You
know.
know, as people find their true love. Oh,
Michael says that's why we're here.
it's a single person self help group.
Maybe we have it. Maybe we need to have a dating hour.
That would be like those old guys, those old geezers sitting around on Hee Haw. How bad they got it.
That's
I feel
fine.
like, well, I went another week without a date.
Hi, broski.
Hey, broski. All right, next question.
Okay.
By the way, they say myth. I've never heard that. Goldfish have a 3-second memory.
Well, I've never heard it either.
I've never heard that. All right. Lightning never strikes the same place twice.
I've heard that. I don't know if it's true or not.
I've heard that.
I think that's false. I think it's myth. I think
it's a myth too. Because lightning has struck some structures more than once.
I've seen it trees before more than once.
Everybody's saying myth on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because my uncle lived on a place, his farm that he had at one time. I don't know what it was about that farm, but they got lit up by lightning strikes whenever it stormed. And their poor old tree, they had this big tree in their front yard. It got hit so many times, it just died.
Wow.
It was fence posts would be on fire. I know of farm animals that got hit. They told me when I started going down there, don't if it storms and you're closer to the barn, go to the barn. If you're close to the house, get the house. But get somewhere. They didn't play with it. It was like a war zone. Incoming, storm's coming, lightning.
Wow.
I thought they were joking, like, oh, come on. After a couple of them strikes, by the way, it came in on my aunt at the farmhouse and blew her out of her cannon room. I was there for that. I never took it lightly after that. And she kind of knocked her out a little bit, but she was okay. I saw it. It blowed her out of the room. Talk about being scared.
I would be
Wow.
too. Yeah, broski, we were talking about how everybody on here is single except for Dave.
Oh, Michael, I'm only dating the ladies of this podcast.
I know.
Dad got struck 2 times in bed. Wow.
I know.
What a shocking development. I know that was bad. A park ranger out west got struck 9 times.
Wow. That's what he gets for being out west, all those liberals.
Yes, Barry, doom, despair, and agony on me. That's what it sounds like. That's what the show will be called. Doom, despair, and agony. The no joy in dating.
There is joy in dating.
Well, there can be. If you get the right date.
And that's true.
All right, we're saying lightning does hit things twice.
Yes. We're saying that.
I say that's a myth. I think it does strike more than once at times. I think that was just something people said to make themselves feel better so their kids wouldn't worry. That's what I really believe. Well, it's already hit the tree. It's not going to hit it again. But yet at the same time, all them old houses had the lightning rods run to ground. You really still have that, but just not the rod that goes up. And that's really because your house can be hit more than once. And it'll run it to ground. All right.
Well, what do they say?
That lightning does often strike the same spot, especially tall structures like skyscrapers. So, makes sense. All right. Shaving makes your hair grow back thicker.
Myth.
What y'all say out there? Shaving makes your hair grow back thicker.
Myth.
Michael says, yeah. I'll say myth. I think that's just said from people that didn't want to shave. A lot of men don't like to shave. They hate it. They just do it, but they hate it.
Women don't really like to shave either.
Okay. Fair enough.
Now, women have this in November, no shave November.
What?
Shaving their legs.
I never heard of that. A whole month?
A whole month. Because, most of the time in November, their man's gone hunting a lot. So why shave if they ain't going to be home?
So they're getting a little scruffy.
They do.
I didn't know that. Are y'all into the European look?
Oh no, I can't stand that.
Armpit hair.
Mm-mm.
He said that's gross.
I didn't say I did it.
Amen, broski. I'm with you.
Work over in Murray County. That was a big thing over there. No shave November.
Come on, I think that's just Murray County, man. Love all you folks in Murray County. Don't get offended.
That should be illegal. I didn't do it.
Yeah, now you say that. When you said that, I'm thinking, oh well, you know about it. That must be an Elizabeth thing.
I was told about it. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? No shave November. I'm like, what? No shave November, because our husbands are gone most of the time in November, so we don't have to worry about shaving our legs. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
Barry says myth. If that were true, Rob would have a full head of hair.
I agree.
Oh me, all right. We don't believe in that. They actually said that it doesn't change hair thickness. It just feels coarser due to blunt ends.
Mm-hmm.
You'll catch a cold from being cold. Flat up myth right here.
Mhm. That's like Mama always used to say, "You better dry, shoot, you better dry your hair, or you'll catch a cold." No, you won't.
My wife still says that, and I tell her, Lynn, she can tell the
Yeah.
grandkids, your hair's wet, dry it, you'll get sick. I'm like, Lynn, I used to leave every day for work because I'd get up late, not late, but I was ready to go. When I was working the mills and stuff, manufacturing, I just washed my hair and threw a cap on. I mean, I just combed it, threw the hat on. Hair was wet. My hair was wet for an hour or two when I got to work some days. But yeah, it's a myth. I don't. It's a virus. Viruses. That's what makes you sick. Like the demon spawns.
Mhm.
The demon spawn of ragweed.
Michael, I'm sure there's men that do that. Michael said that's like us sitting in underwear when everyone is gone. I'm sure there's men that do that because
You
they
know,
don't care.
Michael lives alone, so he probably does this a lot.
They sit in. They look. This is what a lot. This is what some men do. They'll put it on. That's day one. They'll take it off, turn it around. That's day two.
What?
Take it off, take it off, turn it inside outwards, and wear it inside outwards. That's day three. Take it off, turn it around. That's day four.
No, 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 no. Heck no. That is not what we do.
That's
There may be something to it. This guy right here, no, no. That's like I know people have a thinking about this. I've always told my kids and I always told my grandchildren, you take a bath every day.
oh
Every day. You're not gonna because they get up to be a teenager, they get lazy with it. Preteen.
oh.
I don't know what it is, but they just get to where they're not wanting to do it. And they will try to skip days and say, oh, I took one 2 days ago. What? No. Showers for you.
You know what I used to tell my kids at school? Like if we'd be outside when we'd come in from outside playing, those kids get stinky, especially as you go up in the upper grades, third, fourth, and fifth grade. They'd say like, Miss Johnson, what's our homework tonight? Go home and take a bath.
Yeah.
That's your homework. Scrub everywhere, all the itsy bitsy places, everywhere, and then put on deodorant before you go to bed, and then in the
Yeah.
morning, more deodorant. That's your homework.
Okay, Jen, thank you for being here, though. I'm sorry that happened. Uh, let's do one more. We'll take a quick break. I need to refill my coffee. Let's see. Well, here's a good one. The full moon makes people act crazy.
Yes, they'll say it's a myth, but no, it ain't. It's true. It's
I
true.
say fact. I don't know what it is. The forces that pull on the earth, the electrical fields, the magnetism. What I don't know, but it is a proven fact that emergency rooms fill up on a full moon. More
Kids that
gunshot victims, more knife victims. Everything goes up on a full moon. And I still, whenever there's a bad day, I will look up and I will look and so I'll say it must be a full moon. I don't, and I'll say, yep.
Mhm.
You know
They should
what,
know when it's a full moon.
uh, Broski, I can drink coffee up until I go to sleep. I can't drink tea like a sweet tea. Sweet tea will keep me up. I can drink the tea. I mean, the coffee actually makes me sleep better. I don't know why.
Wow.
It just relaxes me. I don't know. But you got to remember, I don't sleep a lot either. So maybe I I'm in bed late, up early. I try to sleep later on a Saturday. Uh, Dean said he would stay up. I I have a meeting in the morning with my good friend Paul Putnam. We're trying to talk business and I'm trying to pass this test, and we're going to start meeting every week and have coffee. Speaking of coffee, and so I'm going to be meeting him in the morning, not too early, so I can still get to sleep a little later. But I most mornings I'm up before 5.
Oh,
I'm in the
wow.
studio. Some mornings I'm in the studio a little after 4. You know what? I just want everything to go right, and sometimes I do extra shows. Like I've done it the last couple of weeks, but I got to get back. I do an MP3 live show, uh, 5 to 5:15 in the morning, the Cornbread Man morning radio show, and I do that on Podbean, and it sends it out to all the other MP3s. So I do that sometimes, and you just get different people that come in. So yeah, I'm wild, man. I'm probably just crazy. I'm probably stupid, but uh,
Darn.
I've been going very late, and I've been getting back in early. So I don't know. When I wake up, I'll say, I'm not going to do it this morning. 10 minutes later, I'm up and going. Once I'm up, I'm awake, I go. All right, let's take a quick break. And yes, I'm going to get coffee. I may be the only one. Rob would get coffee if he was here. I know he would. And but give you a chance to rest from hearing my old scratchy voice tonight, and go to the restroom or something or whatever. And we'll be right back. Let me find the videos here, and we'll give us a good break. I need to run some of them. By the way, 3 Ravens Publishing. Don't forget 3ravenspublishing.com. They're very active. They're helping us. We're helping them. Great folks. They're going to be with us Halloween night, for a book release party. The latest release from It Happened at a Trailer Party. I can't wait. I will buy it on the spot. I will buy it. I love that series. And I'm almost done with the one I've got. I've got just a little bit to finish up. And I should have already had it done. But those great folks will be with us. We're hoping to have some authors, and they will be with us. And I hope to make this an annual event. I'm going to ask them and propose it, that on Halloween night that we do a live show, because I think they do one every year like that. So that's the hope anyway. But we'll be right back. Thank you for your support of the Southern Fried Podcast. We'll be back in a sec. Hey, Dave here with the Southern Fried Podcast. We want to tell you some ways all on one page of how you can support the Southern Fried. Of course, you've heard us mention all of them. Here they are together. You know that we love Mammoth Nation. There's the QR code. These American companies that are all gathered together under Mammoth Nation's website. When you go through their portal, you get extra savings. These companies make deals with Mammoth Nation so that they can receive that influx of customers through their portal. I'm a lifetime member. Rob and others affiliated with the podcast are supporting them monthly. And these are great companies. You've heard us mention them recently in some of our programs. They are all American companies making American products. What a great thing. You can support them through this lifetime membership they have deals on, or you can pay monthly. And when you go through the portal that they offer, you're going to receive a lot of discounts. You'll make your money back in the first year if you'll shop there. You don't even have to get out. You could just shop. They'll send it to you. You're going to make the savings. Of course, Patriot Mobile, boy, the flagship of all of our supporters. We are so love these two companies, the Christian-based and faithful, and love America and love God. What a great thing. Both these companies, Mammoth and Patriot, do a great job of talking about the issues and not being afraid to share their faith. Of course, we have our promo code is called Cornbread. And when you make the switch to Patriot Mobile and use Cornbread, you're going to get a free month of service, and you're going to get great customer service. You're going to be using an American company and a company that's committed to you. Patriot Mobile. Dubby was the first one that we brought on board. We were so excited to have an affiliate. And Dubby, I have used it in the studio many times. You've seen me with that, with the tubs and the shakes and even the cans. And we have our promo code there, Southern Fried, and we're proud of that, 10% off. They run a lot of specials. They'll do a buy one, get one free. Just stay in tune with them, in touch with them as they get on their email list, and they will send you these amazing deals that are will happen for 24 hours or for 1 week, or maybe for 2 hours. They will do these things like that. And sometimes you can get even more using Southern Fried. You might even get 20 or 30% off of your order. W is no sugars added. You don't get the shakes. You don't have that falling off that you do with some of the other energy drinks. They're just a great company. They're fun. They do some great artwork, and I love the product. If I'm promoting any of these, that I use them and I believe in them. And finally, Podbean. We've been on Podbean for a good long while now. When we go live on Podbean or load up our programs there, it shoots those out to many other MP3 sites. We do go live there as well. Podbean is a great affiliate to have. They're a lot of fun to go podcasting. If you ever thought about podcasting, just have fun with it. You might want to share some recipe, or you might want to talk about a trip. It's really endless. Just plug in and go. It's really that simple. In minutes, you could be online. We would encourage you to do so. Have fun. Podbean, and use those two there. One is the business plan, one's for the personal on the top, which would be more likely what we would see somebody use. And you'll get 1 month free right now. That'll save you about $14. I'm here to tell you, we love Podbean. This is how you can support the Southern Fried. Thank you for all your support and other things that'll be coming online soon, like our coffees. This is Dave and Rob for the Southern Fried Podcast, and yes, the Cornbread Nation. See you soon. And we're back. We're back. Hello to you, very Town Store 13. Hello to you on Instagram. We appreciate you being here. I am Dave, aka the Cornbread Man, and this is Miss Elizabeth, keeper of all farm animals, educator, loves to take cruises.
I do.
Leave skin laying on the streets of foreign countries after riding bikes.
Seriously.
Keeps robbing line for me. Yes.
I try my best.
Robbie is, he's not good. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, shots in back.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad fall. So.
Yep.
Was locked up pretty good. So he was going to take things. The biggest thing was to just stay awake, which is my problem. So, cup of coffee, talking about bats, I'm wide awake. All right. Does drinking alcohol warm you up? Fact or myth?
Myth.
It is a hello, Angry Conservative. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Yeah. By the way, if you're not following Angry Conservative 1981 on Rumble, please do so. He is an awesome dude from the great state of Alabama by way of Ohio, and he is awesome. So
where he knew it was right.
That's right. It's probably a good woman, that's what happens. A good Southern belle. She said, "Get your tail down here." And he said, "Yes, ma'am." Jenna says, myth. Michael says, Elizabeth the duck smacker. And
no, that was the rooster.
Oh, it was the rooster, yeah. Broski says it does. I think this is one of those that go two ways. The medical experts will tell you that's a false sense of warmth, but you do feel warm.
You feel it inside, but it doesn't warm your extremities.
So I think it would be the way you phrase that would be whether it's a myth or a fact, because it does make you feel warmer.
But it's a false sense of warmth.
Oh, Rooster Smacker.
Yes.
That sounds like a good screen name, Rooster Smacker. Wait a minute. No, it don't either. It don't.
No.
Never
No.
mind. Never mind. God, I told you I don't feel good. I can't even think. Like I told you, my mouth is ahead of my brain. I told you. Ah. All right. We're going with, well, Broski says fact. I'm kind of on the fence there. I get it, the medical part, but most people say myth. Ostriches bury their heads in the sand.
I'm going to say myth.
Myth, they say that an ostrich gets low to the ground to avoid detection, but doesn't dive their head into the sand. So
But
I've not
what-
I've not looked this one up. So,
But
but
go
I
back
think
to
that's
the other one. Was it? What did they say? Was it?
the
a
alcohol
myth or, yeah.
myth
Yeah.
that medical research. Well, they say alcohol dilutes or dilates blood vessels, making you feel warm, but actually lowering core body temperature.
Mhm.
But Dean says true. Michael says true. Fact.
I think they're
And how many ostriches do you know?
me.
No, Broski.
Oh.
Because he says that's BS. All the ostriches I know do. And I'm thinking, how many ostriches could you know, Broski? I'm not doubting you. You may be the king of relationships with ostriches. I don't know.
Maybe.
So I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I think it comes to the same place that Steve was a chef at a
I
winery.
know. Did you see? He said it was in 2015. I asked him when it was.
Yeah, that don't convince me nothing.
Mm-mm.
Like, what's a year got to do with it?
I know. I asked him when it was because I thought it might have been recent, but I want to see a pay stub from this place. Which really, that won't tell me nothing either. He could have been a bus boy. He could have been a waiter.
Could have
been
been.
anything.
Could have been. All right, here's one that's going to blow up the chat.
Okay.
And it might get us struck on YouTube, and I don't care.
We don't care.
Nobody's on YouTube in here tonight, so who cares?
We don't care.
Vaccines cause autism.
They're going to say it's a myth, but I think it's true.
How about it, folks? Does vaccines cause autism?
I think it causes a lot of different things. I'm not even going. I'm not touching that one.
No, I'm not going to that one. Michael says true.
Mm-hmm.
Dean says myth.
The experts will say that it's a myth, but I believe it does.
Yeah, the experts will say that it is a myth, but I think that studies have shown that it's a high probability that they do.
And because I know that it causes a lot of different they do cause a lot of different things, because I had a coworker, two coworkers actually, him and his wife. They took their baby girl that was still a baby, just maybe around a year old, to get her vaccines, and perfectly healthy, talking, nothing was wrong with her. And within hours of getting her vaccines, she started having multiple seizures. After that, she couldn't talk no more. She couldn't walk. I mean, it was crazy. and still she has now. Then she's got she has multiple seizures a day. But she's an adult now. She still can't talk. She cannot walk on her own.
Wow.
I mean, they've had to put her in a facility where that they can have help taking care of her, and
Wow.
because they can't do it on their own anymore. And it's truly, truly sad to see her going from a healthy toddler, walking, talking, everything, to how she is now.
I remember taking my kids. Barry says he's with RFK on this. So true. And I
Mhm.
remember taking both my sons in, and I'm the guy that sat and read everything that was in the documentation. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life because I felt like I was doing something wrong.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I'm being told by the experts that it's only a small percentage that have side effects, and if we don't get them the shots, they can't go to school.
I know.
And I felt like a dog for doing it, but we
And they
did it.
would make me hold my daughter's legs when I would have to take my daughter,
Yeah,
and that just made me feel horrid, horrid, having to hold her little legs down. See, I don't know if you saw the state of Florida, what they did.
I did see that.
I commend them
Yeah,
tremendously.
it is their choice
It
if they
is.
want to do it. It's not a requirement.
Mhm.
I just think that again, the federal government should not be in the business of legislating every part of our lives. That's not the intent of the federal government. It's not.
No.
It was never created to be that.
No.
It certainly should be back to the states, and the states should use wisdom. The problem is the federal government beat the states down in the ground over money
Mhm.
to make them do what they want them to do. It's been a vicious cycle that's been going on for a long time.
Yes.
I think the states should just be very profitable and tell the government, we're not doing it.
Yes.
Keep the money, we'll sue you. We're
Yep.
suing you. And
Yep.
I would find ways to fight that, you know.
Yeah.
But it has definitely there's something wrong. Something is wrong. The numbers are off the charts, you know.
Mhm.
So, but they try to make you feel like you're a bad person if you say anything about it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I know it is, Michael, and that's wrong.
I
That
I I don't
mercury.
I don't attack
It,
people. I just to me no, we can have a discussion. It's not for me to
mhm.
tell them what to do or what not to do. And that was the discussion that we had on here, and that's what we said that night. That's when we got struck. So it's
I
probably
know.
struck number two. I just don't care anymore. But
Yeah.
they've been leaving us alone here lately, so I'm not sure what caused that. But anyway, so experts will say this is a myth, but I think
Mhm.
everybody in this chat, or most people, there might be some listening that haven't said anything. They're just listening. They might say, uh, that it's a myth or a fact, or a myth rather, as the government. So we're not here to argue, and thank you for you're free to have your opinions.
Yes.
So this is just a myth versus fact. And now, by the way, I mean we definitely believed in our lives. We have believed myths before, right?
Mhm.
Children believe in myths, sometimes
Yeah.
told to them by their parents.
Mhm.
Tooth fairy,
Easter bunny.
Easter bunny. Yeah. So we've all been on
Santa
both
Claus.
sides of this. So, all right, moving along because we could run that thing to ground the rest of the show.
Amen.
Uh, I heard this one a lot. If you swallow your gum, it stays in your stomach for years.
I've heard that one too. It's a myth.
I say myth. I think it just well, it wouldn't happen tonight, Michael. It would happen tomorrow or Monday. They do it afterwards. They don't do it during, so we would get the bad letter, and it would still be there. What we can't do is we can't go live or load up a video, so they don't bring it down. On the third strike, they would. They would just empty all the videos out of it. Boom. Myth, myth. Everybody says myth. Thank you for checking on Michael. So nobody believes that. That's like the other one, right? If you swallow a watermelon seed, you'll grow a watermelon in your belly. When I was a little kid, that scared me.
We was always told it'd grow a baby. You'd grow a baby in your belly.
Grow a baby.
Yeah.
How about carrots give you better eyesight, night vision, all that?
Yeah, myth.
Yeah, I say myth. I think they're good for you. Good for your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think anybody would argue with that. Microwaves cause cancer.
I'd say myth.
They say microwaves use non-ionizing radiation, which doesn't damage DNA or cause cancer. However, they can mess with your pacemaker.
Oh, wow.
They usually we're required to put warning labels around microwaves. I think it's pacemakers, defibrillators, all that. You got to be careful around those. But as a rule, no.
Watermelons.
Michael.
Shame on you.
I can also say I've never heard that. He says a welder will mess with a pacemaker.
Yes, I've heard
I can see that.
Yes. My brother-in-law has a pacemaker now, and he can't weld anymore.
Do bulls charge at red objects?
No. Bulls are colorblind. They charge at the
Ding,
moon.
ding, ding. You got it. I've heard it my whole life. TV shows have told us that.
Mm-hmm.
They just charge at moving things.
Yes.
Maybe because there's some idiot in front of the bull waving something, and the bull says, "Yeah, mess around and find out."
I know.
You dummy! I'm a bull.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna come and knock you down.
How stupid are people?
Uh-oh, Mr. Sherbert says yes. No,
they're
colorblind.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah, they charge you anything.
They do.
Touching a frog gives you warts.
Not touching it, but it's pee wheel.
It's what?
Pee. P-E-E.
I'm not buying that. Warts are a virus.
Oh, yes.
I think you tried to slip a little family lore in there. The peeing frogs. Beware of the peeing frogs. Sounds like that song. It's raining men. It's raining frog pee. Yeah, myth. Dropping a penny from a skyscraper can kill someone.
I've heard that. I don't know if it's true.
Mr. Sherbert, yes. Terminal velocity.
I would think so.
Broski says true. Fact, Dean says.
Oh, everybody says yes.
Survey says pennies lack the mass and speed to cause a fatal injury.
Oh.
Might give you a bump on the head, but it's not going to kill you. You said you saw one go through a car roof. Was it a convertible? I don't know. Maybe they're wrong.
I do know that if, like in a tornado, that a tornado can shove from the speed and everything, the terminal velocity. use use the terminology there from Mr. Sherbert, that it can shove a piece of straw through a tree.
That's true. That's true. So Dean believes if I drop a penny from the top of the skyscraper and say, "Here, Dean, here's a penny for your thoughts," his last thought is, "I'm dead." What just hit me? Here's one I have never heard this. The smell of rain is caused by a bacteria. The smell of rain is caused by a bacteria.
Never heard that.
Michael, no.
I'll say no.
Dean says a myth.
Myth.
Survey says it's a fact.
Really?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, it's a bacteria. It has a name. It releases a scent when wet, which we associate with rain. So they say fact. I never heard that. Never heard that. Honey will never spoil.
Fact.
Honey will never spoil.
Fact, fact, fact.
Correct? Yeah, but Michael, wouldn't the bacteria be in the dust? We're getting a lot of facts. Same with peanut butter in most cases. Fact, it is, in fact, a fact. Its high sugar and low water content makes it inhospitable to bacteria and fungi.
Can also be used to treat wounds.
If it is a fact, how come you don't have smell with every rain? Maybe that bacteria is not around when it rains that day. It went on vacation. I don't know. Sharks don't get cancer as often as believed. I didn't even know they got cancer.
I didn't either.
They say it is a fact. They do get cancer, but their cartilage was once overhyped as a cure. I don't know. I don't understand that one. I didn't know they could get cancer. I really didn't know that. Your stomach growls due to muscle contractions. Mr. Sherbert says all mammals can get cancer. Your stomach growls due to muscle contractions. Myth or fact?
I would say I don't know.
Dean says true. Survey says that it is true. It's a fact.
Oh.
The contractions move the food and gas, causing noises, especially when hungry.
Michael, I'm gonna have to disagree with you about the honey has botulism. Um, because if it had botulism, not it could probably contain botulism. However, um, it doesn't have it in it. How am I? I'm trying to think of how to word it. Um, Let me think how I need to word it. I'll get back to it.
Okay. So the discussion point is that he says that it has can have botulism or has it. You say no, right?
If it had
Okay.
botulism in it, it would make everybody sick.
I would think.
And so it can't have botulism in it. Um, and there's a small amount not to harm us. But if you put it all in at one time, I mean, if you have a gallon, are you saying that there's not enough in that gallon to harm us? Is that what you're saying?
I think that's what he's saying. Barry says that honey is supposed to be a natural antibiotic.
It
I,
is.
I didn't know that.
It is. That's what I was saying. Honey can be used to treat wounds.
Well,
Can be it can be used to treat burns. It can I mean anything. Cuts, anything. It's better than any antibacterial medicine that you would get any over the counter like Neosporin or anything.
do you eat honey?
I love honey.
I would
Mhm.
think I've probably only had it one time in my whole life. I
Oh
don't know
wow.
why. I just never really got into it.
Honey's very good for you, especially like if you get it around from anybody that is a local that has honeybees and you get it from them. um you would start noticing if you ate it regularly, you would notice that um you would start having less and less reactions to these demon spawns, as you call them.
We, I would have thought that vaccines was more discussed, but it looks like honey is. So
Um, Broski, I think they've changed that because it's any that babies shouldn't have it under the age of 1 because we give it to my granddaughter and that she now that she's over 1 she can have honey.
all right, here's one for you. My co-host on the Southern Claws and Paws. I'm waiting to hear her answer on this one. Is it a myth or is it a fact that cats cannot taste sweetness?
Oh,
Can a cat taste sweetness? Come on, you cat lovers. What you got?
I don't know the answer to that one.
Broski says honey is the one and only sweet things you can eat that doesn't spike your insulin level. Good to know.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know this either. Wild chat tonight.
I
Uh,
know.
I was waiting on Miss Jen. She might not be in there. Does your 6 cats
And,
can they? Oh, fact
and Mr. Sherbert says he can confirm that.
can confirm that. So, uh, it's a fact that cats can't taste sweetness. Cannot. I didn't know that, and I've had cats. They
Hmm.
lack the taste receptors for sugar, unlike most mammals.
Hmm.
Here's your good one. On Venus, and I've never been, but on planet Venus, is it a fact or a myth that a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus?
I don't know. I've never been.
We're going to have the cat attack in the. That's good to know, Brusky. Honey, apples, dates, figs, sweets that don't spike insulin. Mr. Sherbert says yes, that in fact, a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Dean says, I think he's hedging his bets. He's not sure. Michael says, couldn't tell you either way. Jim says, I don't know. Ding, ding, ding. We both say we don't know. I seem like I studied this in school, but I had forgotten it. So survey says, fact, Venus rotates so slowly that one rotation, 243 Earth days, is longer than its orbit, 225.
Wow.
That's crazy. And he just popped it up there. Thank you, Mr. Sherbert. I don't think I ever knew that. If I did, I forgot it about 55 years ago.
That's crazy.
Oh, here's a good one. We got a few minutes left. Your nose and your ears never stop growing.
Fact.
Elizabeth says fact. Your nose and are we talking about hair? No, the actual nose and the ear.
I think is it the ear or the earlobe? I think it's the earlobe, maybe.
Probably.
Dean says myth.
Barry said myth on Venus, but they say that's a fact.
Something.
Sorry, Barry. Sorry.
It's Herbert.
Jen says myth. Do you mean continue to grow or sag? I'm because
Oh heavens!
Because I got to think there's a whole lot of sagging going on as you age. So, is it really growing or is it just sagging? Gravity taking over. I don't know. Survey says it's a fact. The cartilage continues to grow slightly throughout life, unlike most, he didn't say all, most body parts.
I was the only one right. Woohoo!
You go, Miss Elizabeth. Oh my gosh.
Oh geez. Fun bag.
Oh Lord.
Shame on you.
All right. The moon is moving away from the earth. The moon is moving away from the earth.
I do need a star, Dean.
She does need a star. She does need a star. I tell you, Mr. Sherbert's all over these tonight. He's like class valedictorian or something.
I know.
I don't think he's missed one. Maybe one. I don't think so though.
Then I'll go with Mr. Sherbert. Fact.
Dean says a myth. Survey says it drifts about 1.5 inches farther each year due to tidal, not tidal ponds, but tidal interactions.
Look at him. He even put that up in there.
Wow.
Mr. Sherbert, look at you, honey.
And isn't this, let's hold right here because this is an important fact. This is extremely important. Since that is a known fact, this validates and blows up the evolution theory. And there's a couple of other ones too. One of them is Niagara Falls. I do remember this. If you listen to Creationist, I think this is one of them that's talked about that if you do the measurements, it would be, it fits in the young Earth model. He can copy and paste. Well, if he's fast enough to do that, I'm good with it. But he did it. But he did it dang fast. I'll say that.
That's right.
Barry was true. So he was all over that. Good. I didn't know that. I think I knew it and forgot it, like most things.
I never believed in evolution, so.
Pineapples take 2 years to grow.
I'm going to say fact.
Pineapples take 2 years to grow.
I'm going to say fact.
They do say it's a fact. They require a long growing period. They just take longer. Here's an odd one. Myth or fact, the inventor of the fire hydrant is unknown. The inventor of the fire hydrant is unknown.
How can that be?
They say the unknown person was lost in a fire, ironically. It almost sounds like a joke, but I'm going to look that one up too.
Okay.
They say it's a fact.
That's just plumb crazy. Somebody should have known who he was.
You would think. He got walked away. Or burned up, Dean.
He did get burned up, bless him.
All right, let's shift gears to camels. Is it a myth or fact? Camels store fat, not water, in their humps. I'm going to go fact on this because I already knew this one.
Fact.
Siri said different. Well, she's a liar.
You're welcome.
That was unplanned. Oh my God. I got nothing.
That was fantastic. You could not have planned that if you would have tried.
Oh, man.
Jen said she isn't programmed to lie.
And is happy about it, apparently. Wow. What's funny about that is that's the second time today. I had my phone in my pocket this morning. I just picked up all the kids, except one. He didn't ride with us today, but all the girls, and we're right. I said something, and my phone just starts arguing with me. And Kaylee, she's like, "Your phone. What is with that? Like, why is it talking?" I said, I don't know.
That was perfect.
Wow. That's crazy.
That was perfect. It proves that they're always listening.
That's true. Dean says Siri don't know everything.
Well, we've had like 4 or 5 people. Michael says that this Frederick Graff invented the fire hydrants. I used to put them in for my brother's company.
Well, I'm going to look it up a little bit. I'm not doubting that. I just don't know. I want to see the history of this. This is a chance to learn. All right, here's you one more. We'll do one or two more.
Wait a minute, what was our last question?
That Siri's a liar. No, what the heck was it? Oh, camels.
Camels.
Yeah, we were right. They store fat, not water, in their humps. Here's one for you. This is for you, Miss Elizabeth, out there on the farm. Do cows have best friends?
Oh. I'm going to say true.
Barry, they're on the other Rumble channel. You're on SF Podcasting. They're on Southern Fried, I guess. Barry's like, where's everybody at? Jen says, fact. Michael, yeah.
Say fact.
Dean, true. Studies have shown that cows form close bonds and show stress when separated.
Mm-hmm.
That's what studies say. Yes, a butcher. I like that one. Let's get one more, and then we'll just wrap her up. Let's see here. Let's go back. I skipped over some, so let's see here. Oh,
I didn't tell y'all we have a name for the calf.
Oh, really? What is it?
Mocha.
Mocha.
I didn't have no hand in it. They named it.
Humans have 5 senses. Humans have 5 senses.
Fact. Ooh.
Mocha latte.
No, just mocha.
Why is this the last one? Well, it don't have to be. I have a few more.
Because he's tired. He don't feel well. He needs to go get some medicine and rest.
Well,
not everybody, broski. Some of them just stupid.
It's actually a myth because they have more than 5 senses. That's the answer.
What are they?
The sense of balance. There's other senses. That's what the answer said.
Not sense.
That's what it said.
Well, they are stupid. That's not sense. You got a sense of smell. You got a sense of taste. You got eyesight. You got a sense of hearing and touch. A sense of balance. Who wrote that?
It's a study. I don't know.
Well, that's
MSG. What is MSG? Is that like a food additive or what is that? Food additive.
I eat a lot of Chinese food.
I love nickel floor. I would like to see a Thanksgiving ostrich. Yeah. So is MSG harmful? Is it harmful? Is that a myth or a fact that it's harmful?
I know when you're pregnant, you're not supposed to eat it.
Is it in everything or just certain things?
I think it's just in certain things. And Jen says it makes you sleepy.
Okay.
So it must be in turkey.
They say that it is safe for most people. They say it's a lack scientific backing that it is the Chinese restaurant syndrome. I don't know. Nickel Floor said, I didn't get vaxxed. Oh, it's in Chinese food. Okay. I got you. I didn't know that. I've heard it. I just haven't really researched it.
God, now y'all make me want to have Chinese food.
It does make me want to have some. Let's find a couple more here. Here's one about bananas. Bananas are berries. Strawberries aren't. Bananas are berries. Strawberries are not.
Oh, I don't know.
I've never heard this.
Me either. I'd like to know why.
They it is listed as a fact.
Oh.
And here's the answer. Botanically, bananas meet the berry definition, a fleshy fruit with seeds, while strawberries don't.
So a berry has to have some kind of flesh.
I guess so. I've never heard that.
Me either.
It doesn't matter because they taste good.
Look, I didn't know this. Did you know that bananas can make you produce more mucus?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't either till my daughter told me. Bananas
All right.
seed sting.
Octopuses have 3 hearts. Is that a myth or a fact?
I'm going to say myth.
I honestly can say I have never did a deep study of this, and I didn't have a clue. They claim it's a fact that 2 pump blood to the gills, 1 to the body, making them highly efficient. I did not know that.
Here's one. Did you know that one of their tentacles is their penis? So don't ever go pick one up because you never know which tentacle you're going to touch. I didn't know that until I was watching a documentary.
I swear, I had no idea you were going to say something like that. This is one of those fight or flight or freeze. I just froze because I absolutely have no idea what just happened. Like, what the heck is that?
Dean said that's more than I needed to know.
And how many tentacles do they have?
8, isn't it? Is it 8? Mr. Sherbert, do they have 8 tentacles?
Okay, I gotta know. It's a mistake to ask the question. How do you know which one?
You don't.
That's
why I said don't ever pick one up. Because you never know. It is 8. They have 8 tentacles.
Wait a minute. Michael's saying 7 if they are a male.
No, they have 8 tentacles. See? And one of them is their penis.
You know,
I have to have that in my brain, so do y'all.
there's just some things that you wouldn't walk into a bar and say. And I think this is one of them. I think if you're bellied up to the bar and you got all these truckers and bikers and stuff, I don't think you pulled that one out. I don't mean to say it that way, but I don't think that you revealed this bit of information that you know and say, by the way, guys, did y'all know that one of the tentacles on an octopus is the penis?
But I probably would, because I'm just that type of person. Mr. Sherbert, I don't pull anything out at bars either. I don't go to bars.
So does the octopus say at the bar, I need to go drain the tentacle?
It probably doesn't.
Wow.
Yes, I know 7 + 1 is 8. I used to teach math.
All right, one more, because God knows we don't need to end on that one. Water conducts.
We could.
That's the most southern thing I've heard all month. Water conducts electricity poorly. Water conducts electricity poorly.
Well, if it conducts electricity poorly, then why do people throw, if they're trying to kill themselves, why do they always plug up a toaster and throw it in the water with themselves?
Well, it didn't say that it didn't conduct, just poorly.
And then that would be a no.
The answer that impurities like salts make it conductive. I don't know. That was weird to me. Weird.
I'm going to say false, myth.
So we found out tonight. I think we found out before we leave. The ears and feet, not feet, ears and noses don't stop growing on you. They grow the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Other things grow by sagging. We know that. And one of the 8 tentacles of an octopus is its penis.
We
Wow.
did.
Wow.
Hey, what is the plural of an octopus?
I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole.
Plural. Michael, y'all being ugly. Mr.
That's
Sharp,
true.
what is the plural for octopus? Like if there's
Dean-
more than one.
Dean's been traumatized.
No, broski, it's not.
That was a movie.
Yes.
Hey, she did go there. You're right, Michael. She did go there.
I
Lord
would just
have-
say facts. It wouldn't be octopi.
Folks, it's been great to be here tonight for the Front Porch Talking. I have no idea where we're at. My head is all in a fog due to the demon spawn allergies. And this all feels like a dream that never really happened, but I guess it did.
It did. I'm in Cohutta. Y'all have a great one. We'll see you Monday.
Yeah, I'll see you in the morning probably for Southern Talk, and then Sunday morning, maybe Sunday night. Maybe on again here shortly. I've been doing some TikTok lives and stuff. We'll see. Everybody have a good night. And thank you for being here. Thank you for making tonight the Southern Fried Podcast your home for a little bit of time. Hope you had fun. Thank all of you Instagram, Rumble, Facebook, X, YouTube. What did I miss? Kick, Twitch. I think that's it. Thank you. God bless. We'll see you next time. Y'all pray for Rob and me that we'll get better. Good night, Miss. And my voice is gone. All right, let me find some music and we'll get out of here.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Peace.